did she become I don't know what to call her.
Those tapes of the Obamas at the freak-offs is real.
Everyone's lying!
I'm just being honest with you.
I don't know if Kamala on the freak-off tape or not. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if she's on a tape. She gets around.
Treachery everywhere, G. Treachery everywhere.
RIP Takeoff.
That boy died so they could cash in a motherfucking insurance policy and to cover up the fact that Rock Nation was ripping Megan away from 300.
People have been trying to kill me for so long.
Sean Carter is responsible for enacting Hype Williams to put Aaliyah on a faulty plane to move her out the way.
How many victims potentially do you think there could be?
Thousands. Thousands. I've talked to hundreds that I deal with still myself. I have 3 victims right now who are willing to give testimony about not only what Mr. Carter has done to them, but his wife as well. They're a nasty little couple. They do nasty things. Keeping people against their will. Putting people on planes while they're unconscious, just like Aaliyah got on that plane. Unconscious.
10 AR-15s pointed in my face.
The hitmen came after me and they boomed my car and they tried to take me out.
Watching people be hacked up in pieces right in front of me. Like we was just cutting up a cow.
How did she become
White people got Alex Jones.
Oh, like I'm putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay.
Black people got Jaguar Wright.
Which was Matthew Knowles' idea because he couldn't get Beyonce to stop people. Guess you didn't know your daughter well enough because she just started all the girls.
They're both out here mainstreaming these wild ideas you find in the dank, dark corners of the internet. They're both conspiracy theorists. They're both discredited. They're both broke. Jaguar is the chick at the end of the bar barking out all kinds of crazy things about your favorite celebrities. Things no one would believe except she used to be an artist, so maybe she knows what she's talking about. She's been wrong so many times, it's amazing that anyone still listens to her. But I think I understand why she keeps going and why people still listen to her. I did a deep dive into the world of Jaguar Wright, including conversations with people who have known her for a very long time. I think I understand who Jaguar is as far as why she's doing what she's doing and why some of y'all keep listening even though she's wrong over and over and over. There's 3 main reasons why she has even a shred of credibility. First, she was a recording artist. Having been a recording artist gives her internet yapitude a certain gravitas. She must know what she's talking about because she's been inside the game. I mean, when she attacks all these people, she's doing so from a perspective of she's seen the underbelly of the industry, so she's just telling what she knows from her experience, right? She relies on you saying that. Her whole game is meaningless if she doesn't have the credibility that comes from having been a recording artist. Number 2, most of the people she attacks don't respond. The best way to respond to baseless allegations is to say nothing. Don't give it more oxygen. But somehow, all these people not fighting back gives her more credibility. People are like, hey, they didn't deny it, so maybe it's true. That's not how any of this works. Number 3, Diddy. This seems to be a place where she derives a lot of her credibility. Her fans are quick to remind you she was right about Diddy. But was she? Jaguar said Diddy was having wild sex-filled parties well before the charges.
Those tapes of the Obamas at the freak-offs is real.
But she described large celebrity-filled parties where lots of women were being victimized.
Last freak-off tape that just got sold on the dark net, which I know because I monitor, went for $500 million. It had multiple stars in it. Nicki Minaj, Rihanna, Chris Brown, Justin Bieber, Drake.
All of the Diddy freak-offs we know of were 3 people in a small hotel room. Jaguar said she was walking women out of the freak-offs.
Go to Diddy parties to walk my out, cause ain't nobody stopping me when I come.
Of all the things that never happened, that never happened the most. There's no way that she was pulling women out of freak-offs, and there is no woman in the world who has ever said, Jaguar saved me from a freak-off. The story falls apart if you spend even a moment thinking about it. She would never even be let into a Diddy party, much less a Diddy sex party, so this is all just fan fiction.
Just a mess.
For those who were never at these freak-off parties, what were they like?
The sex workers that I have worked with throughout the years and continue to work with even to this day have worn hidden cameras. I have my own tapes. I've seen what they do. The ritualistic behaviors, the drugging, putting girls in the suitcases, dumping them in alleyways. It's horrifying.
And of course, there were rumors about Diddy for a long time, so what she's claiming she knew was also generally in the public knowledge. So what did Jaguar actually know that a lot of people didn't know? And what did she actually say about them that actually turned out to be true?
Those tapes of the Obamas at the freak-offs is real.
The event that should define Jaguar Wright in the public mind is this. She made some horrific allegations against Jay-Z.
Keeping people against their will, putting people on planes while they're unconscious.
And the moment he threatened to sue, she immediately went silent. She was not silent. She was silenced.
Were you silent or were you silenced?
If she was telling the truth, she would have welcomed a day in court. She ran away because actual scrutiny to her lies would make it all crumble. As I said, I spoke with several people who have known her for a long time, and there are 4 major theories about why she's doing what she's doing. Some of these theories I don't agree with, but some of them I think get us close to the truth. Theory number 1, she's a paid op. This is interesting and possible, but I think unlikely. But some people who are in the industry and have known Jaguar for a long time think she might be being paid by the right to say things about these black recording artists. She's being paid to spread lies that damage the reputations of people who are black recording artists. And the people who believe in this theory point out she's constantly trying to dirty the image of black artists who would make the black community look good. Common, Badu, Jill Scott. Also, I'm not sure how the right would have found Jaguar Wright in order to make her a paid op because she's black famous. Do white people even know she exists? But there is one curious piece of evidence that bolsters this theory. In February 2025, Jaguar went to Mar-a-Lago, like of her own volition, not like she was kidnapped by ICE. No, she on her own went to Mar-a-Lago. And she got an award from some right-wing group, a Defender of Freedom award. What freedom does the right think that Jaguar Wright is defending? Look, if some MAGA folks want to give you an award and you're black, you can be certain they're giving you that award for betraying black people. So yeah, getting an award from MAGA at Mar-a-Lago is definitely fishy. But I'm not sure it's enough to clinch an idea that she's a paid op for the right. Theory number 2, jealousy. I hate to use jealousy as an explanation. It's such a lazy way to explain human behavior. But a lot of people point out that Jaguar came into the industry alongside many neo-soul and soul artists, and many of them succeeded, and she did not. Her 2002 debut album flopped, and so did her second album in 2005. According to the jealousy theory, she saw several of her peers starting to succeed in calling them out and saying they are horrible people in one way or another. She got the attention, she got the fame, she got the maybe, but I think this whole thing is deeper than just jealousy. Theory number 3, attention. Now, I do think attention seeking is an interesting and valuable way to explain human behavior, because a lot of us do a lot of things because we are seeking attention. Jaguar knows that attacking big recording artists gets her attention and status. It's a path to a world where people listen to her and treat her like a big truth teller. Like she's the watchdog protecting the black community. The idea that all of this makes her feel important is crucial. It explains why her stories are often more than just reportage. It's not just what she heard. It's quite often about what she personally has experienced. She often tells stories where she is the hero, she is the savior, she is the one helping people. The stories bring attention to her because not only is she telling you what's really going on, she's also telling you that she's out here saving people. Theory number 4, it's all about mental health. A lot of people think Jaguar is mentally unwell. There's something going on in her mind that is making her act out like this. There is no verified medical diagnosis that we know of. But we do know of one very traumatic real-life tragedy that she suffered through, and that may be part of why she is who she is today. In 2018, about 2 years before she started going ham on the internet, her firstborn child, her 25-year-old son Giovanni, was in Texas at a birthday party. Several people went out to the parking lot to have a fight, and around 1 a.m., Giovanni was shot and killed, and no one was arrested. Jaguar was devastated by the loss of her child and also the complete lack of justice in the situation. Jaguar posted about it on Facebook and talked about her anger at the specific police department that she felt had let her down. She accused them of letting a murderer go free in order to not expose corruption in the local government. She also named the man that she thought murdered her child. Here we have a clear precursor to the person she would come, a rogue truth teller willing to name names and point fingers. She has said that she was so overwhelmed by her son's death that something shifted in her, and that made her want to speak out on industry hypocrisy and injustice. I look at this as Jaguar's villain origin story, a story where something traumatic happens to someone and it turns them into a villain who wants to spread their pain and trauma to other people. So once the villain origin story happens, when does she become the Jaguar that we know now? The internet conspiracy theory yapper who's out here attacking beloved black artists with lies and disinformation. She started existing in that sunken place in 2020, shortly after the death of Malik B from The Roots. She posted about how she thought The Roots had treated Malik poorly. It seemed like she was taking us inside the dirty underbelly of the industry. And she should know because she was from that world. She had been part of the Roots family at one point. The post went viral. Attacking the Roots got her massive attention. Then she tried again, alleging that Malik B had been writing Black Thought's rhymes. That's a pretty serious allegation in hip-hop. You're supposed to write your own rhymes. If you don't, you are not one of the elite MCs. So she's trying to say he should not be an elite MC because this other guy was writing his rhymes. She got more attention for that salacious and fallacious post. She produced no evidence and yet faced no real backlash. And so she kept going. that was the beginning of the life she lives now. That year, she also said the Roots had groupies and they were sexist, attacking their clean-cut image as, hey, we're just musicians. But she reached her final form as an internet conspiracy theory villain when she went on IG Live and said that Common had essayed her. Now she had said something that everyone had to pay attention to. Common denied it. He said he would never do anything like that. Many people did not believe Jaguar's accusation, but once she felt the spark of the entire world looking at her because of this wild allegation, she was hooked. She was home. She got a massive blast of attention. And whether or not you believed her, you were still interested to see what she would say next. Of course, that meant she had to say bigger and louder and wilder things. She alleged that Mary J. Blige is in the closet. She attacked Talib Kweli, Erykah Badu, Moni Love, Summer Walker. Her entire brand became attacking artists and telling their supposed secrets, as if she alone was the source of the real truth.
Everyone's lying!
None of it was true. But by then she was a black YouTube sensation with a cult following. I mean, we all knew the industry is a wild place. She was just being specific about it. Jag is just one part of the whole conspiracy theory industrial complex that we are currently drowning in. She's tapping into our collective sense that we are not being told the whole truth about these celebrities. Celebrities are idolized, but they're also distrusted. If you tell people that some celebrity did something immoral in order to get their vaunted position, a lot of people will believe that. Or if you tell them that they are using the power that they have as celebrities to do something immoral, a lot of people will believe that. People want to believe that there's some dark bargain behind success that makes success explainable and helps you rationalize why those people are rich and famous and you are not. They made a deal with the devil, but I would never do that. And feeling like you know the truth about these people, like you see inside the game, makes you feel smarter than the masses. Makes you feel like most people fall for Beyonce's game, but I don't. I know what's really going on with her. I'm smarter than the average bear because I see through the bullshit. It's a badge of superiority to be like, I see through the illusion. So Jaguar's disinformation is making people feel more empowered and makes them feel smarter and makes them feel like they overstand reality. But in reality, listening to Jaguar, or at least believing Jaguar, makes you less informed and less in touch with reality. Just like Beyonce, she's an entertainer, but where Beyonce uses love and joy to captivate, Jaguar Wright uses hate and lies and disinformation. They both make you feel good, but only one of them does that by telling you the truth. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment on the video and tell me what you want me to talk about next.